Hi guys, welcome back to another video. Hope you're good, because I'm good, and hope you're good, and we can all be good together. Welcome back to Abraham's Garage, and welcome back to another video. In today's video, I have the 24 Subaru Crosstrek, and I'm going to be reviewing it for you guys, going through the features and the functions. So stick with me and let's go through the car. Also, if you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe, and if you like the video, give me that thumbs up. Let's go and check it out together. Alright guys, starting with the front of the car, I want to talk about that this 2024 model is obviously a new version and everything has been changed for this generation, and it looks very nice and sporty. It looks different. It's trying to give that off-road SUV vibe, but at the same time it is still a sedan, I would say, because it's not too high off the ground. So that's one thing. Coming on with the headlamps, they're LED and nice daytime running light, and then coming down you have nice golden fog light surrounding, obviously giving it a different look. So from far away, this grabs your attention. There are also different panels on throughout the car. You might not be able to see clearly through the video, but what you can see is basically like this panel or the bumper or something that look like carbon fiber. Obviously they're not carbon fiber because carbon fiber would be super expensive, but it's giving it a two-tone look, which is very nice. You have nice aggressive lines on your hood. Coming to the side, this is a view of this side of the car. As you can see, we have the darker rims to match the color of the car. Back windows are tinted. One thing I want to talk about when you have on the side is you have basically these panels coming out kind of like a wide body, but not really, because they're not too big but they're not too small. So it's giving that vibe of a wide body, and they're the same material as I spoke before. They're like the carbon fiber look. They have a pattern, so it's like a plastic with a pattern that gives it kind of like a carbon fiber look. Again, because this car is darker itself, you might not be able to see fully on the camera, but you can definitely notice that it's a different material. And then coming forward with that, you have these air vents which are actually real. Get the air come out from the tire, and then again right around the whole thing coming down, you have that, which is very nice. Now let's go to the back of the car. This is the look of the back of the car. Obviously you have the Subaru, you have the systematic all-wheel drive, something Subarus are known for, and then you have obviously the nice wiper for the back. Obviously this car being kind of like an SUV, you do need that for the back. Something else very good with this car is that you have the diffuser. So now let me show you the diffuser. The diffuser is the same material as what I was talking about throughout the car, looking like the pattern, like the carbon fiber, different color. So you have that following all throughout the car, making it look very nice. Now let's get this angle of this car as well. So this is the back angle of the car. Also, the tire size for this car is 255/55/18 all around, just in case you're wondering how much money you got to be spending on winter tires and rims. All right guys, let's get in the car and check out what it has to offer. Alright guys, well, getting in the car, this car does come with the push button start, so you just have to press this button and turn it on, put your foot on the brake. Alright guys, well, starting with the steering wheel on this side, what we have is basically your seek tracker, your source. So this would change between your FM, AM, satellite, Bluetooth, and this would just control your screen in the middle. So right now we have your fuel consumption shown in the middle, then we have distance to empty, your consumption, how many hours you've been driving the car, then you have your auto start stop, basically fuel saving, and then you have your radio, and then you have your outside temperature plus your time, average consumption. So coming down, we have your voice command right here. Press a button and say command, the car would listen and do it for you. You have your answer and decline right here, plus the stereo audio volume control located right here. Moving over, we have different options to do with your cruise control, lane keeping and distance keeping. So basically starting with this is for your distance keeping between you and the front car, and then this would be to set your cruise control, increase and decrease your cruise control. We have to set for the steering wheel, and then we have different modes down here. So we have the I, which the car originally starts off from, and then if you're to press S, you have SI drive, which changes the mode. Coming down, we have the button for your heated steering wheel. Going behind the knobs on the car, we have two knobs. So the left one would control everything to do with your light control, your signals, your high beam, and then going on to the other side, we have everything to do with your front and rear Viper control. So we have two different knobs for different things, which is very good. Coming to the side, we have this located right here to control your mirror. So just turn it over for your left, and then right, automatically controlled. You have your central lock system located right there. Both front windows are automatic, the back ones are not, and you have your window lock located right there. All right guys, coming over, we have your central screen. Basically this one is a very huge screen right in the middle. Everything is all touch. You do have some hard top buttons on the left and the right, but everything else is touch. It's very clear and it's very visible. I really like that about it, something that's changed with this car. So I'm just going to go through and show you a little bit of the buttons and go through the system. So starting with the left, we have your hazard button, hard button, then we have for your volume controls. Coming down, we have your front defrost. This car does have dual zone climate, so you have your up and down for the climate for the driver and the passenger located right there. Going up, you have your rear defrost, and then this button is obviously for your tune, so switch between stations. Now let's go through the system a little bit, show you what it has to offer. So once we click the home button, which is located right here, what you have is you have the full options as you set right there. So starting up top, you have visible your temperature, your time, your stereo channel. And then coming down, you always have controls for your climate. So you have on and off. Basically, you can turn the climate on. Once you do turn it on, these buttons turn on, and it shows you basically different things like where the air is coming out from, the temperature for the car, and then you have your AC button located right there. You can just press it off and everything else turns off. You can press the middle, and basically this, you can control everything to do with your climate. So basically you can go up and down. Once you have this menu open, if you don't want to, you can just use the buttons on the side. You can have the car sync, have the air controlled in the car, and then also select where you want the air to come out from on the bottom. And then this menu automatically would disappear after a little bit if you don't touch it. So starting with the top, we have radio. If we click on it, then you have all the options to do with your AM, FM radio, basically switch between them. You have your direct tune, you have your scan, you have your replay stations, and then you can press this button right there. And you can just press that to increase, decrease your customized radio settings. Basically the way you like to listen to your music. And then going back again to your home, you have media. The media, if you have your USB, iPhone, or iPod connected, it would come up in this menu. Going back again, you can go home, you have phone, you can click on phone, and it tells you the phone is not connected, but if you're to connect it, you can see numbers, you can dial from here, home button. And then you have apps. Basically these are things like your Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, my Subaru app, travel links, a bunch of apps that are available with the car and ones that you can connect your phone to use as well. Let's go through the settings a little bit. So if we were to show the settings, as you can see, because this display is very big, it's very easy to navigate and use. So if you were to just look at general, you see your clock, display, Wi-Fi, reminder, valet mode, master, camera control, temperature unit, home screen, and so on and so forth. Then we go to sound. You can play around with your sounds, your beeping noises and whatever. Coming down, you can do call volume, SMS. So you can all control how much sound you want it to come out when that notification does come through. You have your phone. We go over, we have radio, car, and so on and so forth. So we're to click on eyesight, interior light dimmer. So as you can see, everything is controllable via this, and basically it's very easy to see because the display is very big. I would say this is one of the nicer displays that I've seen in terms of being able to understand the system, because of how big it is. The bigger the information this is displayed to you, then the easier you're able to navigate through it. And that's what I'm noticing with this right now. All right, guys, coming down. So we have my Subaru, we have the app, we have the car info. If you don't want to have the light in your face, you can press this button, have the display off. Going over valet mode, you can access from here. Auto vehicle hold. And you can add shortcuts. So if there's an app that you particularly like, you can press here and then you can add a shortcut. So then once you pull over, click on it right away, it would display to you right away. Something I want to talk about would be the top of the screen. So originally what you saw was the weather. Now it says no weather data available, but if you actually go across, you can see your water temperature, your oil temperature, your average speed, which is nice. And then one more, you can see your Bluetooth if it's connected, basically all the information for that. And my favorite, once you scrolled all the way to the end, you can change driving modes with the car. So what you could do is right now it's in normal, but you can put it in snow dirt, or you can put it in deep snow mud. So also very easily accessible right there. One button I want to show you about would be this car located right here. So that's like a quick shortcut to vehicle control, driving assist, and more. So you can actually change quickly from here if you like as well. Coming over, this is your phone, so you can set up a phone quickly through there. And then this one right here is basically you can have different driver profiles. So you can set up a profile, and then the car would remember you if you have multiple drivers. Click on that profile and the car would change its settings to that driver that is driving the car currently. Coming down, you have a wireless charger located right there. It's actually very big. Coming down, what you have located is your shifter. You do have a manual mode, so if you put it over, you can actually shift manually. Coming with that too, you do have paddle shifters on the back of the steering wheel to shift manually, which is nice as well. And right beside that, you have your heated seat for driver and passenger, also a good feature for winter time. And you have your parking brake located right there. Once you do put the car in reverse, you do have a backup camera with guidance lines. Unfortunately, it doesn't come up on the full screen, it's only half, but you do have the sensors and the backup lines, and the quality is pretty decent as well. Here's a look of the back seat of the car. As you can see, you have the two-tone color seats. All right, guys, well, that's a full review of the Subaru Crosstrek. Hope you liked it, hope you enjoyed it. Comment down below what you like about the car, or if you learned something new about it. Also, if you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe, and if you enjoyed the video, give me that thumbs up. Hope to see you in my next video. Have a good one.